Okay, this is Stanley Spencer. I am here with Mary Murphy. She is a professor at the University of South Alabama.
Instructor.
Instructor, professor. You still provide a wonderful service to the University of South Alabama, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so I really am happy that you sat down with me today. I just wanted to ask you a few questions about technology. I would like you to give me as many honest and straightforward answers as you possibly can, so you don't have to feel like you're obliged to say a certain thing. Okay?
Okay.
All right. How do you feel about the role of technology in the classroom?
I think it's essential. I think teaching is changing. I think we're still figuring out what we're going to do with technology because it enables the students to have more outside readings. It enables us to communicate more straightforwardly with students. And so I think it's essential.
Okay. Do you use technology in your classroom?
Depends on the class. In my composition classes, I want the students to write more. In my literature classes, it enables me to find more articles for them to read, or for plays to see, or to make references. So it depends on the class, really.
Okay. How do you feel about children in elementary school? Recently in Baldwin County, they have switched to having IMAX in their rooms, and so they have little iPads, IMAX, all kinds of things like that to help the children learn, and so they use applications on those to teach them. How do you feel about that?
I think it can be both good and bad. I think it depends on the teacher. Maybe it's because of my own background, maybe because of my age. I still think that a teacher has to be there, that human element, one-on-one, to help the students to guide the students. And for a lot of kids, especially that young, they like to see people that have more association. So, but, I can't say get rid of the computers or anything, because I think that they're going to need both.
Okay. Recently we went over a classroom and they basically have a teacher who goes in and she takes pictures of things on her iPad and then she creates a book out of it. Do you think that's helpful for smaller children? Do you think that could be used to help older children too?
It depends on the teacher again. I think the teacher still plays a vital role in the life of students. And how they use technology, I think they have to blend it into the class and blend it into their teaching and not make it one way or the other. It's a mixture.
Okay. I'm going to ask you about your past now. So, in the past, have you ever had technology used when you were growing up? So, when you were being taught, was technology a force in your classrooms, or was it, budding? And how was that going on?
When I was at University of Southern Mississippi, they had a class, an old English class, as they called it, and they would teach both in Hattiesburg and they would also teach on the Gulf Coast. And they had it basically set up to where we would just, we'd see the Gulf Coast students, they'd see us, and we'd all ask questions. It's just like a large extended class. I have not used it that much here at South. I have, like shown movies or, something like that, but not to that extent.
Okay. How do you feel about online classes? So we have classes at South that are taught online. Public speaking is actually a great example of it. This is a class that's taught online, and you take the class, you do all the work online, and you just show up to get the speech. How do you feel about that?
Once again, depends on the teacher, depends on the class. I think that a teacher, by helping class bond, that the class is able to learn not only from the teacher, but from the other students. But in this day and time, students have got to have that technology. They've got to have that awareness too. And so I still say it has to be a blending of the two.
Okay. Final question. This one should
Yes.
be a little bit of fun. Have you thought of any way to integrate technology into the classrooms or the class that you have that you normally don't? So is there a way that you've thought of maybe introducing something into the class just as a fun little way to do it?
No, but South is beginning to, Rob Gray, who's in charge of instructional design, they are beginning to design programs and things like that and work more toward that to help both students and faculty.
Are you excited about it?
Yeah, I look forward to it.
With you? All right. Well, it's nice sitting down with you. I'm really happy that you did it. It means so much to me. Thank you. All right. I'll see you later.
Thank you.
Go ahead and stop the video.